Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our midweek soiree.
Hello, y'all.
It's me and V Marie tonight.
It's us. We're doing it together tonight. It's us too.
And listen, we had a little delay, but we made it.
Yeah.
I was not able to be with you all on last week. We had some other things going on, and thank y'all for your prayers as well. My family is doing well. We did have a family member that passed. She was a sweet lady, but I am just grateful for the opportunity that we had to share her on this earth. So again, I just want to be able to thank everybody for your prayers, and thank you, V Marie, and thank you, Dee Dee, for carrying everything on last week as you did, and you did well.
Thank
So
you.
this week, I want to be able to have the opportunity to share, and I promised you all last week 9 things that you can carry with you into your new year. So you were missing 3 of those things because I wasn't here to share my 3, and V Marie and Miss Didi that were able to share their 3. So hopefully you were able to take those things and apply it to your 2022. Well,
Mhm.
my number one that I was going to say last week is to not wait until 2022 to start planning for your year. And the reason I say that is oftentimes we think that we have to start on January 1st when we do something, or we have to start at the beginning of the month. But you don't always have to start at the beginning. You can start where you are.
Mhm.
And oftentimes that's how I write. And it might not work for you, but it does work for me to start somewhere as long as you start somewhere.
Yeah.
I might start writing a book in the middle of what happened or at the end and work my way back, but at least I've started. So the whole point is for you to actually start planning somewhere and not waiting until January 1, 12 o'clock hits, and then you're saying, oh, okay, I have to do this by the end. Because sometimes you set yourself up for failure
Mhm.
because you've made these promises to yourself and you don't meet those promises by your deadline. So stop doing that to yourself. Just stop doing that to yourself.
That's a good one because when you crash things in, like doing things last minute, oh, that never works well. That never ends well.
Hmm. Yes. So another thing that I wanted to share as relates to 2022 is to make every year your year. We
I
we
like that.
often hear times when people say, "Okay, this year is my year." I'm going into this year with it being my year, and I think that you should take something out of every year
Hmm.
and make it your year.
Yeah.
Whether you have bad things that are going on in your year or good things, but still just make every year your year.
Yeah.
And lastly, I was going to share to make this a year of being intentional. When you
Mhm.
are doing things intentional, you realize that there is a result on the other side of your action. So, to every action, there is a
Yeah.
reaction. And as you be intentional with your decisions, that will make a big difference on the outcome that you have on the other side of your action. So being intentional, whether it relates to your financial goals, whether it relates to your relationship goals or your career goals or whatever type of goal that you have for 2022, make intentional decisions that will move or drive your dream into reality. If you're not
Mhm.
making those intentional moves, then those things might be quite difficult when as it comes to that reality flourishing.
Mhm.
Being intentional in investing in yourself. And there's a huge difference when it comes to investing versus spending. So, for
Yes.
example, we might invest time, but
Yeah.
as we invest time, we're investing time in ourselves right now. But as we
Mhm.
invest time, we are hoping to get something back. If
Mhm.
you spend time, then that's it. You're not getting anything back. You spent
Mhm.
that thing, and that's totally it.
That's good. I like that one.
Yeah. So, any feedback you want to add, V Marie, on those things?
I love that investing versus spending time.
Mm-hmm.
Because that investing in yourself is a really big key. And I was just talking about that with someone on yesterday. And I was talking to her and I was like, I'm one of those ones that think, I was one of those ones that think I'll just do it. I'll just do it. I'll just do it. And in
Mm-hmm.
actuality, investing in yourself comes with, you know, um, investing in all types of things that can enhance your education about something. Sometimes we
Mm-hmm.
don't need to do everything or carry the weight of doing everything. Investing in ourselves, meaning going to someone who has expertise and a wealth of knowledge and experience in where you're trying to go, and they
Right.
will be able to help you and give you those nuggets and tools and things that you need. That way the
Mm-hmm.
route won't be as hard, and you'll be able
Mm-hmm.
to get everything that you need without
Right.
skipping those necessary steps. So that's what comes along with investment,
Right.
knowledge, and things like that. So I really like that one.
Right. 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 Yeah, and another thing that as it relates to investing, people may need to continue to read up on that topic just in general as relates
Right.
to investing, because they might see investing and spending as a synonymous thing. So
Right.
getting that deeper understanding of what it truly is.
Mm-hmm. That's
Okay.
good.
All right. So today we're going to talk about being confident.
Ooh, I love that one. I love that topic.
Being confident. Oh my goodness. So when posting our thought for today about being confident, I thought about how sometimes people think when you're being confident that you're being arrogant.
A lot of times people correlate the two. They say it's one and the same, and it really is not.
Mhm, mhm.
Being
Yeah, yeah.
confident is not the same as being arrogant.
Right, right. I agree. I agree. And it looks like, hold on, I'm trying to make sure that our broadcast matches up.
Okay.
Give us a second. We're live on one place and not another, but
Oh, no, no.
but it's all good. We'll get you caught up. We'll get you caught up either way it goes. But we're gonna make sure that you have this information. But being confident in who
Mhm.
you are, with regardless of what people think you're arrogant or not, I think that confidence starts with a thought.
Mhm.
For me, I think everything starts with a thought. Just say, okay, I want just as simple as, okay, I'm going to get something to drink. You thought about it before you actually got up and got that drink. Or
Correct.
if there's something that you wanted to do, you think about it before you actually take action to do those things.
Mhm.
So your confidence starts with a thought. And if
Right.
there is an issue with your confidence level, it's because somewhere down the line there was a thought or a seed planted where it impacted your level of confidence. Um,
Right.
so what we have to do is turn that thing around and plant that seed of confidence, regardless of what other people think about you.
Right.
Yeah, and you never know what a person goes through on a daily basis. You may see someone walking through and they're dressed from head to toe, and they looking jazzy.
Mhm.
You may think that there's nothing going on with that person. They have everything, set in stone, and they're perfect. But you might not know that that person struggled with getting dressed
Mhm.
that morning, struggled with picking out the perfect outfit for the day, or struggled with even getting out of bed. But somehow they were able to gather up some level of strength and to be
Mhm.
confident enough to get up and walk out the door and begin their day.
Right. That's
And
really
so,
good.
yeah, so let your confidence on you look and feel a certain way as it matches up with what you need. So if
Mhm.
you need to boost up your confidence, you know the area that you're lacking in. And that's where you need to begin to focus your attention and focus your thoughts. And I would say, as you begin to build upon that area, to think about your circle and who you're around. So
Mhm.
if you're around people who are always speaking negatively, I would definitely make changes and to begin to be around people who speak more
Most
positively.
definitely. Mhm.
And you also speak more positive life into yourself, because that will build that level of confidence in you. If you have people who speak negatively against your goals and your path, okay, well, you need to connect with someone that's going to help you build that dream.
Mhm.
Who's a part of your circle, who's
Right.
tearing down your dream, who's tearing down your level of confidence. It might not be a person on the outside, it might be yourself.
You're right. Now, that's a good one, because a lot of times it's so easy to blame someone else and to look at something else someone else is doing, as opposed to looking at ourselves, reevaluating ourselves, and figuring
Mhm.
out what it is that we're bringing or what we're responsible for.
Mhm.
So holding ourselves accountable for the things that we're doing to ourselves is extremely important. So I
Yeah.
like the fact that you said that, because you're right. What are we doing?
Right, right,
Yeah.
exactly, exactly. Yeah, so don't tear down your own dream. Don't be your
Mhm.
own. And then people say that all the time. We are our worst enemy
Yeah,
because
they do say that. And we're hard on ourselves. And that's
that's
what tears down our confidence too. The fact that we're looking in the mirror at ourselves in the barest form. People
hmm
see us when we're clothed. And so we have to see ourselves in the bare minimum, just fully bare. And so we have
right,
to be confident in that person that we see, as well as the person that we see when we're covered up. So it starts with the mind, like you said, is what you're telling yourself, and that
mhm,
reverts back to what our initial conversation in regards to affirmations and what we speak over ourselves, what we tell ourselves, what our thought process is. So
right,
that all is all in alignment with one another, all of
right,
those things. Yeah.
right. So what makes you confident?
Ooh, I feel like I know this may sound crazy because everyone knows what I do as a stylist, but my clothes are one of the things that help make me confident.
hmm
Outside of the affirmations, me telling myself I'm beautiful and things like that. But my clothes they express who I am. So
hmm
it speaks for me. I do speak when I know people, but I'm not
Right.
like a very outspoken person that would just go out in a room in a crowd full of people I don't know and just be okay with just saying things. I feel
hmm
like my clothing gives me the opportunity to speak and say how I'm feeling for today, to say who I am as a person. I'm bold. I'm confident. Sometimes your clothes exude who you are as confidence. When you're walking around in your clothes and something that's nice, I've seen a lot of people with nice things on, but they're not confident in what they're wearing. They
Right.
like it because it's popular and it's a popular maybe piece that people wearing, but are they confident in it?
hmm
Um, but that's one of the things that make me confident. But before I even get there, prayer makes me confident.
Right.
You know what? Because prayer, faith is confidence. I mean, I feel
Yeah,
like it is, because once you pray, you got to believe that thing. You got to
that's right.
believe and have faith that whatever your prayer is, that God will see you through it.
That's
And
right.
so I feel like that is first and foremost the most
hmm
confident thing that we have is our faith.
hmm
Faith
I
is
agree.
confidence.
I agree. Yeah. Yes. And foundating your day with prayer is so important.
Mhm.
That will help you put on that nice outfit and that will help
You're
you
right. That's
prepare
where
to
it
go out
starts
there.
before you get
That's
there.
your foundation for your
That's the
confidence right there.
that's key. You're right.
That's
That's
the
your
foundation
foundation.
to well listen, I think it's just great for women to be able to recognize where they are. So
Hmm.
be honest, let's be honest with ourselves. If there's something that we need to improve on, if there's something that we're doing well, let us just assess where we are,
Right.
as we are in the beginning stages of 2022, and we create the life that we want. We're creating our futures now. And
Hmm.
I was doing some reading this week, and the author talked about how we sit under the shade of trees that was planted 20 years ago.
Wow.
And so it's like we are enjoying things that people have done before us. But as we begin to set up things for our futures and things for our now, don't think about where you are per se, but think about years from now, or weeks from now, or months from now, when you're able to sit under the shade of something that you planted. So plant the seed of confidence, plant the seed of love, and flourish in it.
Wow. That's a good one. I
That's what
like
I
that.
say. That's what I say.
Hmm. I really like that.
Yeah. And I would love to see all these ladies who is viewing this live at the experience.
Yes.
Just make sure that you go on and register. I know that we have some concerns right now with COVID and the numbers rising, and
Hmm.
I will definitely be on the lookout for what the CDC has put out there for the state of South Carolina and surrounding areas. So I'm going to be mindful of that. And if we have to make any adjustments as far as pushing back, our safety is what's most important. So I
Right.
don't want to be out there getting sick and making anyone else sick
Mhm.
on the part of having the experience. We can always push that back if we have to.
Mhm. Right.
But as of right now, what we're doing is just gauging the numbers and gauging what the Florence Center is saying as
Mhm.
it relates to activities and being able to host activities in their space. So
Right.
we keep you updated on that. But I want you
Stay
to,
tuned.
yes, please stay tuned to continue to register for that. We would
Mhm.
love to see you there. And for those who are doing VIP cutoff is February the 12th. So you will not be able to get in as a VIP after February the 12th.
You do not want to miss it.
Right. And these ladies have scheduled that time in their calendars for VIP. And there is a cutoff because they have specific details of things that they need to do to make sure that you are prepared for the experience.
That's right.
The standard registration and mid-level registration will continue to be available the week following the 12th, but after that there will be a cutoff for that as well. So make sure that you get those registrations in because cutoff day is coming up soon.
It is. So we want to see y'all there, ladies. We want to see y'all there.
Yes, and thank y'all for tuning in with us tonight. Be confident, love who you are, regardless of what is being said around you.
Mhm.
Block those things out because you got this,
That's right. That's good.
girl.
Love yourself. Be
Yes,
confident in who you are. I second everything that she said, but make sure know who you are and whose you are. Okay.
that's right. Whose you are.
Yep.
Oh goodness. Well, we are going to go into the background, to the backstage, but everybody else will see you on next week for our midweek soiree. And we hope that this has helped you tonight. Good
Thanks
night.
for watching.
Bye bye.